Hello, this is Ironhead 41. I want to do a little video about pressure canners. They sell them at Walmart for $69, brand new. But if you don't want to go that route, you want to go to flea market, they're all over the flea market. $25, $30, $20, $15, $10. But when you pick out a pressure canner, look at the gauge, make sure the glass ain't cracked. This release valve, it should tighten up pretty good. But if it don't, it ain't no problem. Just get you one. Open the lid up. Look at this seal right here. It should be black, not brown or tan. If it's brown or tan, it's time to replace it. And plus, you make sure you got you one of these racks that comes with it. That way you get your jars out. And but if not, if it don't come with that stuff, don't worry about it. Don't fret it. If you go to Presto, like this one here is a Presto number 7, you can go online and at Presto, or just Google pressure canner lid gaskets. That's where I have replaced this one because it was getting brown. And you can get these gaskets, and you really need them. You can even buy these pressure release valves and get you one of these, well, you can't see it in the video, but like them turkey cookers and turkey fryers. Get you one of them, or you can put it on a fire barrel. It ain't no problem. What I would like to say is it's good for canning meats, any kind of meats. And the way I look at it, about anything green. If it's green beans, anything that's green. Now anything that's red, like tomatoes, now you can water bath them. And way I do tomatoes, when you water bath them, once you start seeing little bubbles coming up in the jars, go ahead and turn your heat off. Now you don't want to put this in your house on your stove, because it won't take long. It'll scorch your whole stove top. It sure will, because the pots are big, and it'll mess your burner up before long unless you got a gas stove. But it will scorch your stove top. These really should be used outside. And like I said, meats, anything that's green, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, collard greens, you can can them right in the jars, right in here. 10 pounds of pressure for an hour and a half. Anything you put in here, don't matter what it is. And I really like that because it gives me 2 hours that I get to do nothing. Because you got to watch that 10 pounds, and you got to watch it constantly. I mean constantly. You sit back, get you a glass of lemonade or whatever you like to drink, and sit there for an hour and a half, because you got to keep it adjusted. If it gets over 10, you can allow anywhere 10 to 15, but never let it get over 15. But you want to open this release valve, start letting some pressure out, and get it back down to 10. And if it does go over 10 with the release valve closed, you probably need to turn your heat down, get it on down a little bit. But you don't really have to worry about the heat. Just play with this pressure valve. It gets down below 10 to about 9, so you can close it up a little bit, get the heat up. And it takes constant, just constant attention. You don't just turn it on and go in there and watch a ball game or go do whatever. You got to sit with this. And that's pretty good, because that gives you 2 hours of nothing to do but candy. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, you can buy these gaskets, release valves. You can buy these online, and they're pretty cheap. I bought 2 of these gaskets I got 2 canners. And I bought 2 gaskets for like $11. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. And when winter comes, make sure the lid, you can put it on your pot, but make sure it's loose and it ain't tight, because that'll ruin your gasket. Well, there ain't too much to say about it. Just get you one. You sure gonna need it if you want to do some pressure canning. Like I said, water bathing, anything that ain't green, water bath it, except jalapenos. If you like, I love jalapenos. jalapenos, and I water bath my jalapenos. They don't take but a few minutes, probably 30 minutes to an hour. But yeah, these pressure cookers are the way to go. Like I said, make sure you got a good gauge, release valve. You can watch that gauge now. I ain't kidding you. This thing will blow up on you. Well, it'll blow this little, I don't know what you call that, little blowout button. It'll blow it out. And if it's still too hot, it can blow the whole thing up. That's what you need to do. And if you're going to use a cooking barrel, don't want to use propane, take your cooking barrel, make sure you put something on top of it, because you don't want flames getting all up here and burning off your handles and messing up your gauge and your handles on your pot. So make sure you put something on top of your barrel, maybe some steel plate around it. Just lay it on top of a charcoal grill top, just set it on top, and that way your flames don't come up here and burn all your handles off, mess up your gaskets. Sure enough. Well, that's all I got to say about this. I just thought I'd do a little video on this. This is Ironhead. See y'all.